Hey everyone, I'm actually about to present for Wine Women and Wow here in Pasadena. I'm actually at the old place where I used to do events at Women's City Club. So I am actually waiting for one of my clients, Jasmine, to come on live. She has decided to come back and join the mastermind. So hopefully she sees me. I am going to wait for her to come on live. I think that might be Jasmine watching. Jasmine, if that's you, can you comment? Yay! Okay, let's bring you on camera. And we're just adding her on. Hi, Jasmine.
Hi.
So Jasmine was actually tell them what you do. Your full-time gig
Yes.
as well as your business.
Yeah, so I work full-time in finance, and then I have my own business, and I sell day planners that are specifically marketed towards corporate working women.
And so you were part of the Aligned Action Mastermind, and then you took a
Yep.
break, and you decided to come back because I'm that ex you're not going to forget about. But can you let people know, like, what made you decide to want to come back to the mastermind? What about it was special for you?
Yeah, I think a big part of it is the community. And I think you hear that a lot, especially with the people you've been going live with to kind of talk about the program. Everybody talks about how the community is so good. It's such a supportive group of ladies that are involved, and there's so much to learn from them and celebrate with them and celebrate for them. And so that piece was definitely something that I missed just because the whole business owner thing, you don't have like a team of people like I do at my day job. So I definitely miss the community aspect. And then you just always have so much value to give, so many things that you can teach us, and you're constantly evolving and learning. So even after being in the program and taking a break, I know that even if I go back in it, there's always something new to be learning. So that part is awesome.
And actually talk about that. Like, I've talked to a couple of people and they're like, well, what else can you learn? Like, am I ever going to not learn? But talk
The
about
answer
that
is no.
more.
There's
What
always
have you appreciated about me in terms of how I've coached? And you've seen me coach you and obviously all the girls in the program too.
Yeah, I mean, something that's really big is that you tailor your approach to every specific lady in the group, right? So it's not like one specific thing is going to apply to all of us. We have different conversations about what would work for each individual business. And then something that I really appreciate in terms of the continued learning and growth is that you're always taking classes, growing, learning, doing masterminds in your own groups and everything. And so you have continued knowledge to bring to it since you're always developing. So if anyone says, oh, I don't know if I'll constantly be learning, you will be. There's always something new. And I know even like going back to the program, there will be new stuff that wasn't in it last time.
Yeah. I mean, we already had like one person come back, which is Mazarine, and then you're coming back. So
Yeah.
always
Well,
think
and I
about
mean,
me. Go
beyond
ahead.
that too, it's the people in the group. You learn so much
Yeah.
from them as well because everybody's facing different challenges or stages in their business. And so you get to learn so much from them also, maybe not something that you're facing right now, but you can look back and say, oh yeah, we talked about that in a group a couple months ago. What did we do to help work through that?
Can you actually talk about that? Like, what I love about this mastermind is it's just such a diverse group, not just an ethnic background, but also in what they all do in their businesses. Like, how has that been helpful?
It's been so helpful. And I mean, we're in there with like product and service based businesses, which really just helps to have that diverse mindset and even a diverse set of problems, which means a diverse set of solutions. So I think that that's super helpful. But I mean, there's things that people can apply in their business that I hadn't even thought about for mine because it's kind of really in a different realm. And so once you just learn from everyone, you can say, oh, I can kind of twist that, tweak that, and apply it to my program. And then, everybody is just the most encouraging and supportive too. Like there's never been any sort of issues with that. Everybody just wants to celebrate wins and, share their own wins and everything. So that part is really cool too.
What were, we worked together one-to-one and then you went into the group. I know you had fear that you weren't going to get as much attention, but what
Yeah.
actually were pros and benefits for being part of a mastermind as opposed to when you and I were working together one-to-one?
Yeah, I think that community piece was huge because now you get an even expanded support system. I mean, you're a phenomenal one on your own, one to one, but then you get that even expanded support system in the group. So that part is definitely big. And then within the mastermind itself, you still have one-on-one calls with you and then individual hot seats in the group sessions and everything. So there's definitely not a lack of attention still on your own individual business. But then beyond that, you get a glimpse into so many other businesses and what's working and not working for them as well. So that's a huge benefit.
And also, Jasmine didn't get to experience this, but you also get a 4-day retreat,
I know.
which she gets to experience. So,
I'm not mad about that coming back. Having that.
so how the structure is, you get 6 30-minute one-to-one calls, like monthly one-to-ones with me. You get bi-weekly group calls where I teach everything, including my mistakes. How much do you love learning from my mistakes, Jasmine?
I love it because then we don't have to make the same mistakes.
and then there's the 4-day retreat, so it's all encompassing. What advice would you have to anyone that's on the fence and scared?
If you're on the fence, I mean, I was kind of on the fence too, and I think the monetary aspect was probably the biggest holdup. So if anyone has that, hesitancy in that regard, I can relate to that for sure. But my biggest piece of advice is if you're on the fence and what value you could get out of it, you should totally just dive in. And I think it's worth the investment in yourself and what you're going to get out of it. If you're kind of trying to decide, you can do lots of research. I know that I'd be happy to talk to anybody that wants to join in the group.
Thank
and
you.
I'm sure some of the other ladies would say the same thing, probably all of them. And so I think, doing the research, but from my own personal experience, it was 100% worth it the second that we started. And so once I just kind of got over that hump of not knowing what to do, then I think it got a lot easier. So it might just be kind of a matter of commitment, which I totally understand, but it's definitely worth it.
And also, Jasmine is coming back, so that says a lot. So I'm excited to have you back. And Jasmine took her time and volunteered to be here, so thank you. As all of you have done to do these lives. It's been amazing.
They're so fun. I love watching them. I love doing them. It's really fun.
So I put the link below if you want to join Jasmine on all the incredible women. And just so you know, too, like, I am very protective and picky who joins this mastermind because I love all of them. And I care about like every single person adding value. And I would say everyone in this program adds value. So I'm excited to have this curly haired business owner back.
I'm back and I'm so ready.
All right. So thank you, Jasmine. All right. So bye, everyone. Good night.
Bye.